Who were the people you shared this idea first and how did they react?
So the first person I shared this idea with is Bhargav Mansari.
For someone who is watching this video, how would you explain it to them in a simplest way possible?
Now you have an avatar of your choice, of your loved ones, and that avatar will speak to you.
Can this one device create multiple avatars?
We have 3 avatars for free to use for the customers. So after 3 avatars, there is a subscription model.
And what was the thing that you felt will be difficult but turned out to be a little easier?
I never thought this is going to reach this many people, but with God's blessings and my parents' blessings, I am reaching thousands of people in Toronto, in Delhi, in Mumbai, in my state.
Our guest today is someone who is using artificial intelligence in a best way possible, in a way that not many people thought was possible. Through his company, he has created a device which helps people to feel connected with their loved ones in a completely new way using AI. Hello everyone, this is Chino Sharma and now let me introduce you to the guest of the day, Mr. Krishna. Mr. Krishna, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much. Thank you for welcoming here.
How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. How are you?
I'm very good. Okay, Mr. Krishna, before we dive into the technology, I just want to say that this isn't just another AI product. Yeah. It touches one of the deepest emotion that we all experience. Correct. That's losing someone we love. Correct. I just want to say that, did you ever feel worried that people might misunderstand your intention when you first discussed about this with the people you love?
Yes, obviously. First of all, thank you so much for inviting me for this podcast. And I would really, thank you, the whole team here. And I have faced this challenge already. So, a lot of people saying, once the person is gone, he is gone. No, we cannot mingle with him again, or, this may give some negative impact to the people. But at the same time, we should accept the technology. So before that, there was no option. So we have to let them go. We have to let them, be away from us. But now we have the technology where we can use artificial intelligence to bring them back, and we can have conversations with them up to certain level. It's not, disturbing your emotional strength or something. It is giving emotional support, emotional comfort to the people who are living alone, lonely. So that is what, I'm telling all of the people who are saying, something negative about it. So don't think negative. It is completely a positive. We are developing to make the people comfort with the emotional support. That is the device we are working on.
Like every big innovation, even in the history, there is one moment that defined that innovation. So what was that one moment for you, or a memory where you felt like, no, this is not just an idea anymore and I need to bring it to life? Like where this idea came from first?
So yeah, maybe it looks crazy to you, but when I was maybe 12, 13 years old, at that time initially this came into my mind. After some time, my mother may go away from me, my father may go away from me, maybe I'll go away from my daughter and my family. But if they ever want to talk to to their loved ones, so is there any solution? Can I find a solution? Or maybe somebody may find a solution if I ever want to talk to my mother again once she's no more. So there was times that I was crying in myself, one day I may lose my father and my mother, what would be the solution? So at that age, I started thinking on it. There was no AI, no magic, nothing. But it came into real scenario in 2014, where I was working with the IIT person from Kharagpur. His name is Anand. So he is from South India too. So we worked together using Raspberry Pi, which is a small GPU. So we started cloning. It's a famous celebrity in South India. His name is Tarak Ramarao, NTR.
Okay.
So we started cloning his voice and his avatar. But due to some, technological limitations, 2014 is almost 12 years ago from now.
Yeah.
So at that time, we don't have AI. It's evolved very good now, but at that time we have limitations. So that is why we couldn't make it. We came up with new idea. AI is more evolved. AI is more, known by people. So then we found some technological solutions for the vision what I had at that time. So now it is into real scenario now.
Well, before I ask you the question regarding the device, I have one more question. Actually,
Yeah.
I'm very curious.
Yeah.
So, what was the reaction of the people you shared this idea with first? Like, who were the people you shared this idea first, and
Yeah.
how did they react? Like, did they take it like positively immediately, or they took some time to kind of, like you said, or did they call you a little crazy for thinking like this?
Correct. So the first person I shared this idea with is Bhargav Mansani. He is a Salesforce cloud architect from Texas, Houston. So I shared with him. We were sitting together near the river, Detroit River. So suddenly I just spoke about my idea since childhood, whatever I have been going through, and I have this kind of idea. And that's it. He just caught it and he said, like, we will do it. It's really, really great idea. So he asked me to give a presentation. So how you want to take this to forward? Like, what are the technological things that we are available right now? Just he asked me to prepare a presentation, which I did it. Then he became the co-founder of the company and he started investing money in this company. And he was my first, God sent friend to me, or brother, more than a brother to me. So really, I'm thanking him through you to him. Yeah, thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to thank him. Yeah.
How was the reaction of your parents and your family, like the immediate family? How was their reaction? Because they know you better than anybody else. So how was their reaction? How did they take it, the idea?
So my mother is a completely housewife. She doesn't know about AI or any technological things. But whatever I was explaining to her, she was blessing me. She was always praising God. I mean, praying God, doing such a great thing to the people who are in need. She's very positive. She took very positive way. But coming to my father is, he knows AI, he knows technological things. But at the same time, he is asking me to go to market.
Okay.
Take feedback from the people. How they respond, we don't know. Lot of efforts, lot of time, everything is very valuable to you, beta. So please do some market research before you invest a lot of money, which I did gladly. I took his advice and I took a lot of research, maybe more than 1,000 reviews I took from different retirement homes in Canada, in India. So recently, like 2 days before, also I've been to BHN. It's a non-profit organization, I believe, in Mumbai. So I went there and I got testimonials from a lot of people, old age people living alone. And on top of the testimonials, what I felt so happy, they are giving hugs, they are giving blessings, putting their both hands on my head, saying, "Such a great thing you are doing, Krishna ji. Such a great thing. We are missing our family people. We are missing our grandchildren." So my grandchildren remind me to take a medication, saying, "Good morning, Papaji. How are you? Good morning, Dadi. How are you?" So these kind of emotional support we are missing at this age. So I felt like so happy meeting them, and I took the decision to meet them, to take their feedback, and I felt so happy meeting them. I cannot express those things in words.
Because that's, like we discussed, that's the deepest emotion that we
Correct.
all experience.
Correct.
Okay, so for someone who is watching this video and have absolutely no idea about the product and the device,
Correct.
how would you explain it to them in a simplest way possible?
I would say you should see this as a AI gadget, works with the artificial intelligence algorithms. That is simplest form of this device. So if you know anything about Alexa or anything about Google Assist, or Siri, whatever. So this is advanced version of that. So Siri and Cortana, like Gemini, whatever, it will give you the answers in speech format. Like if you ask a question, it will reply in a voice format.
Yes.
But now you have an avatar of your choice, of your loved ones, and that avatar will speak to you. So that is advanced version of it. So I would say this is the simplest form I can explain somebody if they know about using Alexa.
Okay, let's imagine I ordered the product today and I received it. And what happens from the moment I unbox it? Like, what will I expect? Like, can you walk through the experience from a consumer point of view? Like, I open the box. Now, what should I do? Like the size, the color, or also like, is it a chargeable, or can I carry it everywhere with me? Or like all these questions.
So as soon as you open the box, you will see that this kind of device, and where you can power it on, power it up.
Okay, can we just see once? Can you give me a demo from this point?
Yeah, sure. So you have a power button here. So where you can turn on the power.
Okay.
And then it will show a screen saying that pair your device.
Okay.
So where you will see a QR code, and then you can scan with your phone app. Then it will pay to your device, to your mobile app. then you can go to upload your photo or your loved one's photo and upload your voice, like, whatever the voice you want to upload, to
real
clone the
voice.
voice. Yeah. So then it will take 5 minutes because we are going through a regulated process. Once you create your account, it comes to us as a profile that we need to verify. So right now we are using Aadhaar verification for security purpose.
Okay, so without Aadhaar, nobody can.
Nobody can, because it can be misused.
Misused, exactly.
So we'll verify the profile. Once they upload the photo and once they upload the voice, it will come to our server where we will check all the celebrities. We have an AI tool because they cannot upload any photo of their choice. They should upload a photo that belongs to them, their family members. So we'll use AI checkups on that, and then if it is like genuine legit photo that that doesn't belong to any celebrities or popular figures in the world, then we'll upload the avatar and it will show.
So
on
if
the screen.
I upload a photo of my grandmother or grandfather,
Correct.
For that I need their Aadhaar.
No. We need your Aadhaar. Who is
my
user?
Aadhaar.
Yeah.
Okay.
User of the
So one Aadhaar can create one profile.
device. Yeah, one profile. Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
But otherwise, can this one device create multiple avatars or profiles, or
Yes.
is it the limitation?
So we have 3 avatars for free to use for the customers. So after 3 avatars, there is a subscription model where you can subscribe monthly charges. We didn't decide yet. So 3 avatars you can.
3 avatars will be free of
free,
cost
yeah.
for like as long as the one
Correct,
person wants, and then you'll have to periodically pay.
Yeah. So you can switch avatars by calling. Like, for suppose I'll show you a demo here. So, hi Swatika. Switch to Arijit. So like this. So you can ask your, hi Dadi, please switch to Dada. So it will switch to Dada and Dada Ji will speak to you. Dada Ji will remind you medication, saying good morning, good night. Hi beta, please have some water. It's been since a long time you're sitting, please do some walking here and there. So these kind of, emotional support it will
Seems
get
very
from-
interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, now for a moment, I want to take you back to where it all started from.
Yeah.
So having an idea is exciting.
Yeah.
But creating a product out of it is completely different ballgame.
Correct.
Okay. So what was that process for you like? Like idea came in your mind.
Yeah.
And you discussed with the people. And what next? What was the first step that you had to take to reach where you are now with the product?
Yeah. So with God's grace, as soon as I got this idea into my mind in a commercial level, initially, as I told you, I want to do everything myself with the person IIT Kharagpur.
Yes.
So that's completely my thing. And I don't want to commercialize at that point. I want to do it for myself, just to see. When I was working as a rehabilitation manager in Toronto, in Canada, so I had to meet a lot of old age people in retirement homes to take their feedback, how our company is doing.
Okay.
So my doctors go to their homes, their retirement homes, and my nurses, my physical therapists, they'll visit them. So I am the rehab manager to go to the actual patient, to take their feedback, how our company is providing the services. At that time, a lot of old age people used to tell me, beta, take all 5 stars, we don't mind, but please sit with us and talk to me sometime. Because they don't have anybody to talk.
Yes.
People have to, hold my hand saying that, beta, please 5 minutes, how is the weather outside? We don't know since, because it's so cold outside, we couldn't even go outside. So please tell me. That melted my heart. That was really, pinching my heart, can I do
like
something?
one of the trigger points.
Yeah, there were like retired army officers. They were retired, nurses, doctors. At that age, they are alone. Nobody is, to talk to them. At that point, I took this as very serious. It's not only my problem. I need to make it to the people who are facing this kind of problem. I need to find a solution.
At least a little relief, because you cannot bring back the person, but at least you can bring back the emotions.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah. So at that point, I felt like, I need to commercialize this product. Then I need funding. Then I revealed this to Bhargav. Then he liked it. Then he asked me to make a presentation, which I did so. Then we started working with Egyptian team initially. So that's how it started.
So like you mentioned, this was of course your idea. It was your baby initially, and you have one person immediately you trusted with.
Correct.
So now what is the team size? Like, are you guys, right now you are 2 people, like where
No,
is your
we have
company at
6
this
people.
stage?
We have 6 people
6
right
people.
now,
Okay.
and one is Swatika, who is from Chandigarh. She's taking care of all web applications and mobile applications. And the second one is Arjit, who is taking care of all AI, ML, all NLPs and everything. He's the avatar right now.
Okay.
So, and the third person is Sandeep. He is my cousin. He is my mom's sister's son. He lost his father, so he want to build his father's avatar and give it to his mother. So that is why he is part of the company. So he invested in my company. And I should thank Rohit Ranjan very specially because he is from Detroit. He works for General Motors in Detroit. So I just met him Facebook. He has seen my idea. I just posted in my Facebook account. I am looking for investors, angel investors. So trusting me very blindly, just he
Like you
liked
just
the
met him
concept.
randomly on Facebook.
Yeah,
and
just randomly on Facebook and in a coffee shop. That he said like, yeah, I'm in Krishna. Just take this money. Whatever you want to do, just do it. I really believe you. And completely,
I think that's all
completely.
the blessings. is
Yes,
talking.
yes. So, and one more person is Srinivas Reddy. He's a pulmonologist. He's from Rajahmundry. It's a city in Andhra Pradesh. He is my classmate in +2.
Okay.
So yeah, this is the team so far.
That's the team.
Yeah.
Okay. So looking back to the journey now, what are the 3 things that you think was the toughest part of the journey? And on the flip side, what are the 3 things that you thought is going to be very difficult but turned out to be easier than expected, like during this whole journey?
Economical, like financial crisis, because it's a startup. Even now it is a startup, but we are in a pre-launch stage now. But still, it is a startup, so we don't have any funding from outside. Whatever we are partners, we are bringing all the money. Whatever it's our hard-earned money. It's our blood and sweat, to be honest. So we are working on it. So still, we are looking for investors from across the globe. So I would say that is the first challenge.
Financial.
Yeah, and the second one is technological. So as I told you earlier, I've been to Cairo, Egypt, two times. The team made it. It was working. Even I have a big device in my home in Detroit now. It's a big 7 kgs device, but it's not a commercial model. I cannot sell to a customer who will carry 7 kilos
7
of
kilos,
a big heavy device. Like, it was good amount of money, almost like $100,000 we spent on that device. Like a lot of variable models. We were building it, we are throwing it, building it, throwing it, because there was no use of it. So after that, we tied up with Ionics. It's a Kolkata-based company. Arjit is the CEO of that company. Okay. So then he made it as a more seamless product, like very commercialized, looking decent and more small, compact size. So I would say he is the game changer for my journey. So because it was heavy device and now it is very compact and easily carryable device, and you can turn it on with the battery too. So, but inbuilt battery, we had inbuilt battery in the previous generation. We removed the battery because of the shipment issues.
Okay.
So in shipping, it may have some electrical issues or something. So we removed the battery, but still, if you have a power bank, you can use this device wherever you want. And the third challenge is basically like feedbacks, whatever, that we are getting from. So I would say still, if I give maybe 1,000 plus, demos so far, and out of 1,000, I would say 900 plus people giving positive, like a very good beta, such a nice invention, getting blessings, congratulations and everything. But there were few people saying one, the person is gone, it is gone.
Yeah.
So it's looking creepy to me, how come I can talk to my person who is no more on this planet, these kind of things. But once coming, I should think the good what it is bringing. Yeah. Not about the bad.
Every technology has its pros and
exactly,
cons.
That's what even I was discussing with the other, celebrity over there. We say phone is very good. Phone is very essential for everybody. But again, we are saying phone is very bad for the emotional disturbance, psychological issues or whatever. So at the same time, there are some issues, both positive side and negative side. As long as it is helping more people, that is what I can say. This is what I can tell. All 3 challenges that I have faced.
And what was the thing that you felt will be difficult but turned out to be a little easier, like in this whole process? I would say getting people on board, maybe.
Yeah. People on board at the same time, reach. I never thought this is going to reach this many people. But with God's blessings and my parents' blessings, I am reaching thousands of people, like, in Toronto, in Delhi, in Mumbai, in my state. So I could reach a lot of people, and I'm getting a lot of feedback, reports, everything. And I have like 7-8, interns who are working on this, testimonial collections. So we have video testimonials from a lot of people, and everybody is turning out very good. But when I was thinking maybe it's very hard for me to, meet the people, it's a very big task. Different parts of India, different parts of the world, go there and spend some time, spend money, spend efforts, collecting their feedback.
So where is the product now? Is it already available in the market, or are you guys still like getting ready for the official launch?
Yeah, so it will be launched, I think, by end of November.
November.
That is the target.
So you're getting ready for the
Yeah,
official
yeah.
launch.
So whatever the models right now we have is like, MVPs, like a minimal viable products. So we have 5 devices so far with all 5 directors. So we are doing rigorous testing on it, how it's working, stress test.
So once the product is finally in the market, how one can get their hands on it? Like, who will be the first people to get it, and how will they get it? Like, if I want to buy tomorrow,
Yeah.
from where will I get that product?
So right now we are speaking to a few of the logistics companies.
Okay.
So we are trying to tie up with them so that our product will be available throughout the online sources. But at the same time, we are planning to launch some kiosk machines, kind of like big malls. For suppose I spoke to one of the agent from California.
Okay.
So Los Angeles is biggest market, by Christmas time, if I launch by that time. So big malls, we can have a small kiosk, like, some small stall on the center of the mall where everybody walk through and they
And the same thing will happen in India as well? Like
that is the plan, yeah. Like big malls, like Lulu Mall, or like, some kind of big malls. We are planning to open small stalls where people can test it before they buy, and they can choose what color they want, what features they want, and they can customize and they can order.
Okay, so you can customize also.
Correct.
Okay. Since it's one of first of its kind,
Yeah.
people would definitely worry about the after sales service. Like,
Correct.
what if the product has a malfunctioning or something that it's not working for any reason?
Yes.
So how are you planning on to take care of it?
So we have a full-fledged AI team, so who can work on it, who can, fix the things. But right now what we are thinking is like, simply if the user get any challenges, so we are planning to switch the device. Basically, like, if they send the old device, we can ship the new device to them, which is fully functional. That is our target. But at the same time, if it is something minor, so we can remotely access. So you can access the device from anywhere in the world, and they can do malware updates or, some firmware updates, everything they can do. Yeah.
So like every technology has its pros and cons. I'm sure it has incredible advantages, but what are the things that you would tell the users to be aware of, like privacy and the safety we spoke about, and also the emotional side of using this product? Like, what would you tell people about it?
Okay, so I would say the first thing is like emotional comfort. Like, you can feel your missed loved ones, even though, like, you don't have to miss them forever. Even if, my mother wants me to speak to her every time, every 10 minutes, 15 minutes, she want to talk. It's mother love, right? But again, I have job, I have my family, I'll be busy. And again, US is night and it's morning here. So we may have some communication gaps. But at the same time, if my avatar is with my mother, saying that, hi mama, good morning. Hi mama, please take your medication on time. Hi mama, this is the lunch time. Please have your lunch. So these kind of emotional support, emotional, conversations makes my mother a little bit, happier.
At ease.
Yeah, happier. So that I would say. And the second one is like, it has a pulse oximeter.
Yeah, that was my next question.
Yeah. So you can check your SpO2 levels, like oxygen saturation levels in your blood. So it will take a compounding of all those reports, and it will give you a health suggestion. So for suppose after 1 week, if your blood oxygen saturation levels are less, so it will suggest you to take some medication, or suggest you to be calm, take some rest, have plenty of water. So these kind of things it will suggest you. So based on the reports,
like you said, the monitoring, the heart rate and oxygen. What made you add those features in a product like this? Like, emotional thing that you're talking about? Like, why did you add those specific features in this, which is very important?
Yeah, because when I was, as I told you earlier, I was meeting a lot of old age people in Toronto. So they every time, when I spend some time, they check their oxygen saturation levels because nurses suggest them to check their, SpO2 levels and heart rate. Especially the people who have like, cardiac conditions, like, respiratory conditions, they need to check often. So then I thought like, why can't I integrate that in my device? So it will be very easy. And again, at the same time, it will remind you when to take the test.
Test.
So morning, evening, it will remind you, hi Papa Ji, please take your, SpO2 checkup today. So you can just go to the device, put your finger and it will read it and it will record. And it will,
Since you spoke a lot about the emotional side of the idea, what is that force? What is the force, or what is that emotional support that pushes you to work despite all the challenges and, of course, the feedback which is not in favor of the product? How do you function positively and motivatedly throughout this journey?
so you're talking about one person.
Yeah, I mean, anybody.
Okay. So yeah, I would say maybe it is something strange to you. So Rajamouli sir, right? So who is the director, creator of Bahubali, creator of RRR, these kind of
Yes,
movies.
yes.
So he is the person, I may be Ekalavyasish to him. I feel like whatever the focus he put on, whatever he do, like, filming, direction, even, story discussion, whatever, he put like 1,000% efforts. So I heard the stories about him. So then I felt like, if somebody want to do something, there is nothing that you can, be deviated.
So I have a question, but I think you already gave me the answer. And the question was, if you had to gift this wearless product to anybody, who would that person be and why?
So the first avatar I want to create is Modi ji's mother avatar.
Okay.
Because wherever he go, he starts paying to his mother. So I would say I want to give a gift
Modi ji.
to Modi ji. And the second one is like there is one famous celebrity, NTR. So he lost his father in a road traffic accident. You must have heard of Junior NTR in RRR. So wherever he go, audio functions, movie launching events, wherever he go, he will tell all the audience, please go home. I lost my father. I know the pain of the person. I know the pain of the thing.
Losing someone you love.
Yeah. If you lost them, I know the pain. So I am the best example, guys. Please go home safely. That is my first priority. And if I can create his father's avatar and saying give gift to him, and if he say hi Junior, how are you? His father's name is Hare Krishna.
Okay.
So if I can make avatar, and I can see tears in his eyes.
Did this journey has changed you as a person? Like when you look back now, when you actually started this journey, were you a different person back then than today? Like this process, because it's very emotional and personal for you. Correct. So did this journey change you as a person in some way?
I would say yes and no. Because since childhood, I was like, into more of innovative things instead of like regular studies. Like, I want to do something. I used to, if there was no work, I used to go to chemistry lab. I used to mix different things, maybe I can find some kind of invention, which never happened before. So I was, kind of like, enthusiastic child, I would say. So to know something, what will happen.
We
if
know
I do.
for sure you're enthusiastic. Otherwise, this wouldn't be here. Yeah.
Correct.
Okay.
So I used to do that. So maybe I would say, that make that kind of, my behavior made me to lean towards, innovative invention of something that I want to do in my life. Maybe that is the thing that I can say a big change. Dedication, determination, kind
You
of.
think it's better now?
Yeah. So I feel like, I feel like no matter, no questions, I have to make that happen because I took a decision that I want to help to the people. So I felt like, I have to make it happen, and it's in the process now.
Okay, so I would love to end on a slighter, bigger question. You have spent years knowing what AI is capable of. However, what is that one thing, emotion, relationship that you think AI should never replace?
So I would say the warmth of hug. a warmth of the hug, a purest warmth of hug that mother can give you. So I think that can never
They
be
can never
replaced.
be replaced.
Yeah,
Well
like,
said.
automation, drivers, engineers, anything. Even like, you can talk to the person now with AI, but a warmth of mother love, no, it can never be replaced.
And with that, we come to the end of this conversation. We hope you enjoyed this episode. And if you do, and if you have any question, please write in the comment box below and watch the space for more interesting videos. See you in the next video.